What's going on, folks? It's HODLs. We're back in here with another video. Thank you for tuning in. Also, this channel is called Legacy Tier Strategies. We talk about strategies. Really, I just get on here and just babble about cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. But since I've been in this space for some time, I will talk about other things sometimes, but not as much as Bitcoin ad nauseum. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Just leaving work and just put it in work, man. Just trying to mine fiat, convert that fiat into the scarce desirable assets such as Bitcoin. This particular video, I'm just gonna get on the camera and talk to y'all. We're seeing the recent price action in the cryptocurrency market. I look at the charts the past couple days. I see nothing but opportunity at this particular point. There's no specific reason fundamentally why Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin, is more than $20,000 off of its all-time high of 73 or something like that. But it is a deal, is a steal in my opinion. I think Bitcoin is very undervalued right now. If you also think so, then try to consider getting some peer-to-peer Bitcoin. Basically Bitcoin that you don't have to go onto a registered exchange where you give your information out to get some. You can just go to hodl.com and you can go onto a market, find somebody who's trying to sell it at a good price and grab you some of that, just try not to have everything in one basket, which is all KYC, because, the president here in this country, he's talking about, he's bumping his gums about trying to increase the capital gains tax to almost 44%. So they want to take exactly half of your wealth, your earnings, and some of your assets. So, I mean, if you want to hedge that, you go to a country like El Salvador or any other country that legalizes Bitcoin as legal tender, and you got something that's not KYC, you ain't got to worry about your government tracking you across the world. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. This is just my thoughts. It's not what I'm doing. Okay, it's not what I'm doing, but maybe you should think about doing it. hodl.com, link down in the description. So Bitcoin, fell below 60K. In my opinion, that was it fell below critical support levels on the macro uptrend, but it has fallen below that trend before and recouped and got back into it. So I'm seeing that this is something that is not like that dramatic, because it's shown to fall below it before and come back into the channel of the mega uptrend that has been on since its inception. And so we'll see what happens, how long it'll be before that. I think fundamentals are definitely in play for the upside of Bitcoin. When we look at the halving just passed, the institutional demand that is opened up the floodgates. I mean, these ETFs open up the floodgates for retail demand from institutions. Hong Kong has got ETFs, has finally did their thing with ETFs. The United States, the global market leader of finance, is now in the game of ETFs. So, I mean, I'm just chilling. I mean, I'm excited. I'm still excited as I was beginning of the year, believe it or not, especially with these prices. So, if I can acquire, 1 million sats, 100 million sats, that's great. A billion sats, whatever. Because I know at some point that I will be priced out from, my typical DCA, what I get out of my typical DCA. I will be priced out, and that's a beautiful thing if you're working. The best way to get off the work plantation or whatever is to DCA, right? But until your normal DCA amount cannot afford you your typical or your normal Bitcoin allocation. That's when you've been priced out. And at some point, Bitcoin, your job will be priced out from you, because you are the money when you hold Bitcoin, especially if you hold your seed phrase. You become the money. And so as you continue to DCA, and then at some point you'll be priced out of what you normally get, and you're self-custodying your Bitcoin, you become the money, because you walk around and all you need is your seed phrase or whatever. And at some point, since you become the money, you become Bitcoin, essentially. This is deep, I know, metaphysical even. You become Bitcoin, and therefore, your job becomes priced out from you. So this is something, I don't know, maybe somebody has said this in a variation before, but this is something I thought about just off the top right now. All right, also, I want to talk about how I've been mentioning for the last 3 years how Ethereum is a security. My reasons for the reasons that Ethereum is a security is my opinion. And I'm only saying it's a security based on the security laws, the current security laws of the US, right? I can't come up with my own law or my own opinion about what's security or not, because it's like me trying to come up with what I think gravity is, or the law of energy, and all this stuff, laws that have, I mean, we can only operate in the confines of the law. And anyway, so the US SECs came out and finally admitted that he always has known that Ethereum was a security. And for some reason, this is a shocker for a lot of people. Not me, of course. I've said this on this channel for a long time. I've had, you know, people that I've known or that I've been around who may have thought they were experts in this space of cryptocurrency, who understood this market. Just for somehow they continue to miss this. You know, they continue to miss this point about Ethereum, and it just didn't make sense. I mean, if you approve an Ethereum spot ETF for one, you're gonna have to approve many other cryptocurrencies, because they're fundamentally not very different when it comes to what they offer value proposition wise than Ethereum. I mean, if it's a smart contract, if it's some type of staking rewards just from holding coins, you know, it's not much different. It's not very decentralized either. But so, and then, you know, I would even argue that a lot of these coins don't even require a token for what they claim to offer. But nonetheless, I think Gary Gensler has been on a tear for the past 2 years. Really, I think the attention really got drawn on the market during the ICO craze back in 2017 and 2018 when the bust happened on that, and then this recent bear market, which had to do with cross collateralization, or quote unquote DeFi, and these yield farming scams. And so we know the yield isn't real on that. I talked about that for a long time as well. Me being an avid DeFi participant since its conception, probably on Ethereum, I'm able to have some insight on that. So we see Gary Gensler really attacking that, and I think it's going to put a lot of the greater market in arrest, except for Bitcoin, of course, because I mean, Bitcoin is not crypto. But I will tell you this, I do see a few coins that may stand to potentially do well for reasons that I'm going to express in my next video. I'm going to talk about a particular coin that, if you're, you know, on the speculative end, well, I'm gonna talk about myself, what I'm doing. I ain't gonna recommend nothing y'all do, but me myself, I'm actually looking at another coin. I've been looking at another coin for some time, and actually been acquiring some, not near as much as the Bitcoin holdings, but it is something that I'm definitely speculating on, and it is a well thought out, well fundamental and technical analysis play. I'll share it in my next video. All right, under 10, I'm out, y'all. Peace.